Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Saturday the 10th of June 2023. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. I channel for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine in there, twin flame reading, but I also give mini reads in there as well. You can book in for those mini reads at any time, and I will do your mini read right at the start of the show, the next live show, or you can come along live. So you book yourself in, there's a link in the description box below, and also one up there too, and I'll send you the link for the show that I do your reading in, so you can watch the replay or come along live and book it while I'm live. I also offer private readings as well from my website, BeHealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. So if it says it's all sold out, it's just sold out for the day, so do check back a day or so later. So what's in the energies for everybody today? Well, we've got past lives coming up. So something about, it could be a connection that you've got with somebody from a past life, you know, someone feeling really familiar, like you know them already. But it could also be a recurring pattern that you've got in your past life too that's coming up today, coming back around again kind of thing. We have vulnerability and courage, right? So these two really do go together, right? Because in order to be courageous, we need to feel that vulnerability but do something anyway, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway kind of thing. So there could be something that you need to have courage for today, but it makes you feel vulnerable. So there's that feeling like, I don't want to do it though. Yeah. You know, that fear, you might be wanting to cave into that fear instead and not do the courageous thing. We've got generosity. What good is treasure if you keep it for yourself? So there might be some aspect of like sharing with someone else or getting involved or doing that thing. I think we need to do the courageous thing. Let's have a look with the tarot. What's going on? Oh wow, that's all of them out, just like that. The High Priestess, you need to trust your intuition about something today. Judgment, like a judgment call, a decision. Wow, it's all major arcanas. We've got the Hierophant. Think long term, think doing things by the book, think what, not just for short term pleasure or short term, maybe not pleasure, but avoidance of difficult things, and think long term. I think you need to do something difficult today that's for your long term good, but it requires courage. We've got the Hermit card here as well, which is about walking your own path and doing things your own way, not necessarily doing doing things or living your life and making the decisions that other people around you would make. It's making the right decisions for yourself. Okay, so let's get deep. Let's get down deep in all of this. I was going to say dirty as well. That's what came in my mind. Like, let's get down deep and dirty into all of this. Okay. High Priestess, you've got to trust your intuition about something. The Star, something that you've been hopeful for, you need to trust your intuition about that and don't give up the hope. Ten of Voices and the Two of Emotions. Even though you are disappointed and it seems like it's the love offer that you wanted isn't coming, you need to trust your intuition. So this appears that you might have had intuition about someone in particular and that they were a love match and you had hope, but that the hope seems to have ended. The hope of the love offer from them seems to have ended for some reason. This seems to be saying like, but trust your intuition on that. You had an intuition about this person. There was something right about that. What's behind this? Ancient wisdom is behind that. Okay. Ancient wisdom. So it's not just intuition, then there's some wisdom behind it too. Wisdom being like intuition plus our mind, our logical mind too. When those two are in alignment with each other, then that's really something, you know. Yes. Okay. Judgment. So making a clear decision, discerning something. Tell us what this is about. It's about the High Priestess, again. It's about that intuition that you've had. The Five of Emotions is about keeping your heart open, even though you feel like closing it down. So you need to make a good decision, still with an open heart, about that hope of the one that you're intuitively drawn to. So keeping that hope alive. What's behind that? Letting go. Ooh, this is that tricky bit of keeping the hope alive, but letting go of it at the same time too. The Hierophant, doing things by the book for long term. The Fool energy is behind that. So, what did I say for this Hierophant before? I said, don't go for short-term comfort. Do the tricky thing for long-term gain. You might need to take a risk and do that courageous thing, says the Fool card, for your long-term gain. So take a risk today and do that uncomfortable thing for the long term, even though it's going to make you feel uncomfortable, because I'm really feeling it's due to this courage and this vulnerability. But the Generosity card, don't forget, it says, what good is treasure if you keep it all for yourself? What the good is it having a great life for yourself if you're just by yourself and you're not sharing it with somebody? You know, if you have something great happen in your life, you want to tell someone about it, don't you? You want to share it with somebody. And if you don't have someone to share it with, then what's the point in it all? And so just think about that today. What's behind this is sacred space and emotional release. Some of you have been hermiting away in that sacred space because you've been healing for emotional release kind of thing. So when you're going through a lot, you don't necessarily want to be around other people, but it might just be time to come out of that hermit mode. Well, you've got with the Hermit here. We've got the Hermit here. So what's behind this Hermit? Why have we got the Hermit on the table here? So what I'm saying here is it might feel more comfortable to be by yourself and hermiting, but life is all about the good things and sharing that, and about love, right? So I think we need to have courage today to put ourselves out there or approach that person. There's awakening behind that. It's like waking out of that hermit mode. It's like, what do some animals do in the winter? Hibernation. It's like coming out of hibernation. If you see it like that, if you've kind of been in that hermit mode, like a hibernation, it's time to come out of that. Sorry, I keep on hitting the microphone. It's a bad place here. What's behind that is psychic development. So some of you have been feeling this. You've been getting signs about it to come out of that hibernation, that hermit mode. Okay, so tell us about love then, because I think for a lot of you, I'm talking about love here. What's going on in our love lives today? Give thanks of the blessings of love soon to come your way. Have hope. Know that you deserve to have and be all that your heart truly desires. And forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So there's something here about, for all the difficulties that you've been through in relationships, you don't want to manifest more of that. So stop thinking about that stuff and start manifesting what it is that you want. Dream and imagine that relationship that you really want, and start having a positive outlook on that. Letting go of everything that you've been through in the past. What else? Leave the past behind as confirmation and know your worth. You deserve better than this, right? What else in our love lives today? What else in our love lives today? What else in our love lives today? Here we go. Just needed to shut that sun out. It's coming right in on me. We've got flirt. So you might be flirting with someone here, or you might need to flirt. That could be the courageous thing to do, is to flirt with somebody. We've got self-worth coming up again. And so know what you deserve here. We've got fear of rejection going on here as well. There's that vulnerability. Yeah, I think these cards might be saying, look, if you like someone, you need to let them know. And even though it makes you feel vulnerable, make a move on it. Think of your long-term stuff. We've got adventure here as well. And drought. Right, this could be your new adventure, especially for those of you that have been in that hermit mode for a long time. In other words, single for a long time. It could be you that needs to come out of that by going on this adventure now and doing that courageous thing. What else in the energies today? What else in the energies today? Camel says persevere and you will overcome problems. Teardrops say a great personal sorrow, perhaps in your career. And dogs, getting together with friends. Getting together with friends today. So think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a red and a green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for your answer. But this is just a bit of fun, because it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If you want me to pull crystals out of my bag and cards out of my bag here for a question that you've got specific to yourself, then what you can do is one of two things. You can get a one-question reading from my website, behealing.com. I'll pop a link for it in the description box below, and also one up there too. I do those readings in my live show, which is on 3 times a week. But you can book it at any point. If you've pre-booked it, I will do your reading right at the start of the show and then send you the link to the replay, so you don't need to come along live for that. So book yourselves in for that. I can also do them in private readings as well. If you want something more in depth, then you can book in for that. There's a link in the description box below, and also one up there too. I get those out within 48 hours of you ordering them. And to ask you questions for that reading, you just click on the Contact Us page after you've booked in and put your questions in there. How best to deal with these energies today? Ace of Pentacles says plant some seeds, big seeds. The things that you want, plant those seeds. That's all it is. It's like plant those seeds, get going on it, plant those seeds, do something about it. So, think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready for your answer. Your answer is no, don't do it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like. Before you click off down there, click on that subscribe button with that notification bell to hear more from me. I do one of these energy updates every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, where I give those mini reads. And I also make 3 Love Pick a Card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now, and watch that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.